Please, go now.
Viewers, welcome to Jenga Kenya TV. Now Jenga means to build or to construct, and Kenya is our beloved country. This is a new program on our channel. It's called Uliza Wakili, Ask the Lawyer. And on our show from time to time, we will be having one of the lawyers, well known all around Kenya, based in Nakuru town. Bwana Wakili, karibu sana kwenye show. Yes.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, asante sana kunikaribisha hapa kwako na kwa kukubali kwamba tunaweza kuwa na mahojiano hapa kwetu.
You are welcome.
I hope that you won't get tired of us here because we have got so much to ask.
You are free to ask any question you want, and you are most welcome.
Of which we can't be able to exhaust in a single day.
Exactly.
Yeah, now Wakili.
Yes.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Cleophas Smew. I'm working in a law firm, Mr. Tombe Charles and Company Advocate. We are situated at Mache Plaza, second floor, room number 3. That's where we operate our business from. I have been in Nairobi in a school of law. I have done law, and I'm specialized in accident cases and also compliance.
Accident cases and compliance.
Yes.
What's the difference, sir?
Compliance, these are the matters that deal with land,
Yes.
issues and the transaction of land, selling and buying of land, and how transaction is done.
Yes.
And if somebody gets a title deed, that's what we call conveyance.
Conveyance.
Right from the seller to the buyer. Yes.
And then matters accident, what do you dwell on?
In accidents, we normally pursue those people that have been involved in an accident, where people can sustain injuries in an accident, and they rush to the hospital for treatment. So we pursue their cases for compensation from the insurance companies.
Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Wakili, I have been involved in an accident before.
Right.
And right on my sick bed,
Yes.
I saw people, so many people with notebooks converged all around me, asking plenty of questions.
Yes.
They are called lawyers.
Right.
Who sends such people to the ground?
Okay. Okay. You know, when an wakili is seated in the office, you cannot be everywhere.
Yes.
At the same time, there are people we work with. We have people who have employed.
Yes.
They assist us
Yes.
in getting our clients.
Yes.
So they normally look areas where if the accident has occurred,
Yes.
especially we have officers or the police officers.
Yes.
When an accident occurs, they normally get information from the police station, because such an accident,
Yes.
the police officer has to announce it.
Yes.
So that those people whose relatives have been involved in an accident, they get aware to know that our person has been involved in an accident. So when such information gets to people, then most of these people that are working under us, they rush to hospitals,
Yes.
looking for those people that have been sustained in an accident.
So
From that point, they
yes.
keep asking, they want to know how you got involved in an accident.
Yes.
They get your details, they induce you in one way or the other, they can even pay for you bill, so that they bring for us and we pay them for their services. Yes.
So are they the people called the ambulance chasers?
Those are the ambulance chasers.
Yes.
Without
Wako kazi.
them, we should close our offices. They play a very important role.
Yes.
Because Wakili, you cannot be everywhere looking for this.
Sure.
Yeah, no, our profession is not like a doctor who will sit somewhere and wait for the patient to come.
Yes.
You know, for us, we have people who have to move out looking for these clients to come.
Yes.
Because the population of lawyers, there are very many. They come out every time, there are very many. So the demand is very high. And when the competition is very high, you have to go around looking, and unless you have money, you cannot get this job. Because these people we call ambulance chasers, they are supposed to be paid for the service rendered.
Yes.
Once they come with a client,
yes,
and they introduce you to a client, this is a client was involved in an accident, and you cross-examine the victim, you confirm that this victim was involved in an accident. Then at the end of the day, you have to pay this person who has brought him. Just like Manamba.
Yes.
Once anachukua gari yako, lazima umlipe. Yes.
What if Mr. Simiyu?
Yes.
I don't deserve your service. I have my own lawyer.
Right.
Yeah. Do I have a right to say I don't want your service?
Yeah, the clients, they have got the right to choose or advocate of their own choice.
Yes.
We don't actually, we cannot force the customer or our client to choose me, to represent him.
Yes.
He has got the powers within himself to make a choice.
Yes.
He can make a choice of his own lawyer, and when he's tired of that lawyer, he has got the powers to change and choose an advocate of his own choice.
Yes.
Even if the matter is in court, and he realizes that this maybe Kasiaka and vizuri, he has got the powers to change his mind and then file a notice of change of the advocate. He changes one advocate of his own choice.
Yes.
So he has that right, and you have got the right to have an advocate of your choice.
Oh, your choice. I've never known the difference between advocate and a lawyer.
Oh, I see. And there are so many people who have asked me this question, who want to know the difference between a lawyer, because they normally hear a lawyer, an advocate, a lawyer, an advocate. But there's a thin line between an advocate and a lawyer. The difference between a lawyer and an advocate is very simple. A lawyer, all advocates are lawyers, and not all lawyers are advocates.
Yes.
That's one thing you should understand. All advocates are lawyers, and not all lawyers are advocates. Because unless you have gone to the school of law after graduation, if you have done law in university, you have to proceed to the school of law. When you are through with your law in university, then you become a lawyer. But if you want to proceed, you pursue, and you get to the school of law. You are given a certificate from the school of law now to practice
as
law.
an advocate.
Now you become an advocate.
That's
why I've said all lawyers
are
not advocates, but
all
advocates are lawyers.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is how we shall be engaging each other from time to time. Or just in case you have got a burning issue concerning matters law, especially traffic laws, accident laws, and the other one which you have said, conveyance law. Tune in to Jenga Kenya TV, the show being Uliza, Wakili. Just in case you haven't subscribed to our channel, kindly do so. Always remember to recommend us to one of your friends and even your foes, because Jenga Kenya TV needs you so much. Wakili.
Yes, my friend.
Asante sana kwa kubali kwamba leo tutakuwa na mjadala na.
Thank you.
Ni kuomba tu kwamba you don't get tired of our services.
Like you have said, for example, I'm not actually a lawyer. I'm not an advocate for now.
But you are a lawyer.
Yes.
I
can find matters in court, but I cannot represent matters in court.
You can represent.
Yes. Like there's a question where people ask most of the time. I don't know whether you can give me time to explain on
Just
this.
do, please.
Now, you asked me about the accidents. I would like to explain much about the accidents. You know, there are people who have been complaining about that my person was involved in an accident and was paid a very little amount of money, or somebody died in the accident and was paid on a very little amount of money. So I just want to explain something. I don't know whether you can explain something.
Please do. Why the difference?
Yes. Actually, first and foremost, when somebody is involved in an accident, there are some requirements that are needed for Wakili to file these documents in court. First and foremost, you have to go to report to the police station that you are involved in an accident. And the moment an accident occurs, police officers sometimes visit the hospitals, the facilities, to confirm the names of the victims that were involved in an accident. So that another person could come and claim was involved in an accident. Because vile dunia imekuwa ngumu, mtu anataka kusema pia alitoka kwa mti akaanguka na akiona nini anasema mimi nilikuwa kwa ajali. So insurance is very clear, they are very wise. They want to send people on the ground to confirm if these people are involved in an accident. So there are some requirements. Once we confirm that you are involved in an accident, the order of the police officers must reflect your name, that you are among those people that were involved in that accident. Secondly, once your name has been recorded in the OP of the police station, which is within that jurisdiction where the accident occurred, then we need the P3 form. The police officers will issue the P3 form. This P3 form, you will take it to the hospital, to any qualified doctor, to fill that P3 based on the injuries that you sustained. Once the completion of the P3 form, you return the same copy to the police station. This P3 form will be issued with another document, an abstract, which has all the details of the vehicle that was involved in an accident. This one has got all the insurance company of the vehicle. It has all the details. It has got the registration number and even the name of the driver and the owner of the driver, which is supposed to appear in this abstract form. So once you are given that abstract form, the other requirement we require from you, we do search. We want to determine who was the owner of that vehicle. So that to file a case for the insurance to compensate the victims. Because insurance do not know me as a lawyer, do not know me as me. They know the owner of the vehicle. So we do the research. Once we establish the owner of the vehicle, we attach the same copies. And then lastly, but not least, we need to get a medical report. When P3 is done, has been filled, the medical report, the doctor will look and do some assessment. The damages, the injuries you sustained. So they will write a medical report together with the P3 abstract, medical report, search, and questionnaire forms. We shall use these 4 documents to file your matters in court. And once the matter is filed in court, now we shall pursue with the court matters until the compensation from the insurance company compensates you. I don't know whether you are satisfied on that.
I'm satisfied. Then another question still on the same.
Just
in case, because it does happen from time to time, that a vehicle is involved in an accident. And then it's called a 30. Now the percentage.
The insurance are different. There's third-party insurance, and there's another one that is different, comprehensive insurance.
Comprehensive, that one which covers including the passengers.
Exactly.
That is
that third-party insurance company.
Third party.
Yes.
There comes a situation whereby a vehicle is involved in an accident. But then it comes to be
compensation,
the terms of compensation, then it's found out that the vehicle that was involved in an accident was not insured. In such a case, what happens to the injured?
Thank you. My goodness. What you do, there are some vehicles, that's why police officers are on the road. They inspect every vehicle that passes by. Without anybody who has a vehicle, you must make sure that your vehicle has been insured by insurance. So in a situation where your vehicle is involved in an accident, then insurance will take cover. And that's why you cannot pass by a police officer without inspecting your vehicle whether it has a sticker for insurance or not. Because they know anytime, any moment, your vehicle can be involved in an accident. And or you yourself can be involved in an accident. So you need to be covered up. And insurance only compensates those people whose vehicles have insurance.
I've just asked this question, pertinent question, because it has happened before.
But in a scenario where the vehicle has been involved in an accident, like my dad was, maybe the insurance was expired today in the morning. You never know. It can expire today in the morning at 3:30, and you get involved in an accident at 4 p.m. So that difference, it means that you are involved in an accident when the vehicle the insurance has already expired. What we do now, the insurance will not come in for that. because you caused an accident when your insurance stake has expired. So what they do, once we file the matters in court, it's not that the victim will not be compensated. The matter will proceed to the full hearing.
Yes.
And then when the judgment now comes, we shall file a case against the owner of the vehicle. You yourself who owns the vehicle.
So the owner of the vehicle has to pay.
You pay for it
personally.
You pay for it personally.
Okay.
So that's why you get proclamation of attachment. We make sure we attach your vehicle. If it is a matatu, or police officers will look for it. They will ambush it.
Yes.
Then they will they repossess the vehicle or your properties. If you have sold the vehicle, they repossess your properties. They put on sale by action. So they compensate the victims who sustained the injuries.
Yes.
And it's very risky because in a situation where 10 people are involved in an accident, maybe it is
very expensive.
People lost their lives.
Yeah,
it's very, 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 very dangerous.
Yes.
That's why we advise people whose vehicles are still on the road to make sure that they insure their vehicles before they put their vehicles on the road. So in a scenario where their vehicles are involved in an accident, the insurance will take a cover on their behalf.
Yes.
It's very risky for one to drive a vehicle that doesn't have insurance because it covers the third party and it covers yourself.
Yes.
Yes.
Now coming to compensation.
Yes.
What brings about the variance in their compensation?
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much for asking me that question. So many people have asked me the same question because those especially who have developed in an accident, they do ask, why am I person? I lost my beloved person and was paid a very little amount of money that it differs from the other person. This is what the court considers most. In a scenario where somebody has been involved in an accident, where this case is fatal. Fatal is somebody who has lost his life.
Yes.
Now, when somebody is involved in an accident and he dies, there are a lot of things that the court consider for compensation.
Yes.
First of all, they consider the age. The age of this person. Yes. There's an age limit of say 70 to 60 years. Yes. You'll be given a very little amount of money, but I'm sorry to say that because the lifespan, they say you are just about to die.
Why?
When you are about 70, 65, 60 or 50, they say you are nearing your limit. Your limit. So compensation is very little compared to a young man like you.
Yes.
You know, when I'm somebody like
very energetic.
Yes. So those are some of the factors they consider. They look at the age.
Yes.
Somebody who dies at the age of below 50 and somebody who dies at the age of about 50. The difference is there's a difference because.
But life is life.
Life is life. But you are about to leave us. The law does not know much about because they know when you are above 50 years, you are nearing 70. The lifespan is 70 years.
Yes.
And when you reach about 50, they know you have only remained 15 years to say bye to the family. Yes. But you have done much to this country. No, that's what they consider. This is somebody who has done much for this country.
Yes.
Even if he goes the other day, the next day, we are satisfied with his services. How about a young man drive the way you are? Because there's a lot of things you are serving this country.
Yes.
And when we lose you, the country has lost a big loss to the country. Because there's much that you want to serve this country. Unlike me, who served this country enough, even if I get there, I got the next day, it might not be a lot of impact the way it can happen to you.
Yes.
So actually, compensation, they look at the age. Secondly, they also consider so many things, like there's what we call suffering and pain.
Yes.
When somebody has been involved in an accident and he dies on the spot, and somebody who died 2 days after that accident, you see, this person will be paid a lot of money. Somebody who has undergone some painings in the hospital, suffering. He suffered for an interval for about 2 days before he passed on.
Yes.
But this is somebody who died on the spot, so you never experienced any pain. So the law looks at that this somebody never experienced any pain. He just died in his free and in a conducive environment.
Whether you die immediately or you die after 7-10 days, you won't realize you've died. And who benefits from your pain?
All right, you have got the beneficiaries.
Why should others benefit?
Okay, but
on my behalf.
No, they cannot compensate the dead man because you are no longer with us.
Yes.
But now that you have got the beneficiaries, people who depend on you, your wife, your children.
Yes.
Now, those are your beneficiaries. Those are the people that will benefit. The same way you could be alive and you work for the family. You know, when you are alive, as you are now. You are working for the family,
yes, sure.
and your family is your wife and children. So the moment you pass on, you are no more, then the same sweat, the same benefits will transfer to your children. Your children and your wife become the beneficiaries of your death.
Then another one.
Are you satisfied with that?
I'm satisfied with that one. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being so elaborate.
Yes.
And
but
so affirmative.
I was just about to close about the things that they consider most, the age, and they also consider about the liabilities. There's what we call liabilities.
And what are the liabilities?
Liabilities, they want to know if you contributed to this step, how much do you contribute? Especially if you are a passenger and somebody was a pedestrian. You know, when you are a passenger, compensation is liability is 100% because you never contributed to your injuries or to your fatal. But for a pedestrian, maybe he was drunk, maybe he was crossing the road, did not look both sides. So there is a liability, there is some what he contributed to his step. There's some contributions to his step. That's why we call liabilities.
Alitafuta kifo hapo karibu.
Alitafuta kuna mahali alitafutia kifo hapo karibu. But for a passenger, for example, you have
no control.
Passenger.
You have no control
you have
over
no
your
control.
Yes.
That's why we normally charge the drivers. And that's why insurance does not pay the drivers. Because once the driver is involved in an accident, all the victim will be paid, but not the driver.
Why?
Because they tend to believe it's the cause of the accident.
Wow.
So we advise even drivers in the whole country, in the whole world,
to be very careful,
to be very keen, and to insure their own life, because there's insurance that covers their lives. We call it life insurance company. So if you are a driver, insure yourself with the life insurance company. So in a situation where you get involved in an accident, then the insurance that you have insured your body will compensate you for the victim, for the injuries you sustained. And in case of even death, it will compensate your beneficiaries. I think I'm clear on that.
Very, very exhaustive.
Maybe you would like to know much about why victims get payments differently, and there are so many things we consider. When accident has occurred, for example, it is a situation where somebody we have not lost any life, but somebody only sustained some injuries. So injuries are classified into 3 categories, even 4 degrees. There is fatal where somebody has lost life. There is serious injuries, like amputation. Like amputation, where somebody has lost one part of the body. That is another injury caused by the same accident. There's another one. It is classified as soft tissue injuries, where somebody just sustained some injuries, maybe as some bruises on the face and some other kind of stuff, maybe lungs and the chest pain that has caused maybe a permanent disability. Permanent disability. That one is an injury caused from the accident, but the payments are different.
Why?
Because this person has become disabled. He cannot move. Maybe the hand was amputated. Maybe he cannot work. So the injuries, you'll be paid based on the injuries one sustained. And there's one classified as harm, light injuries. Light injuries where you have just sustained some small injuries on the face, and then you continue with your work. But because you were born smooth face, beautiful, handsome the way you are, with some injuries on the face, you have to be compensated because you never called for those injuries. So you will be paid because of those slight injuries that you sustained in an accident. You will be paid, but not as much as somebody who was amputated, not as somebody who's lost life, not as somebody who has got some permanent disability. So the payments will differ.
Will have to differ. There is a time of, I tend to believe that this accident does not only apply on traffic, but also in working environment like machines, which can also cause somebody to be amputated, even death.
Exactly. It happens, but that one is not now. This what I've been explaining, we call it road traffic accident. RTA. Road traffic accident. But now what you are asking me is industrial case. That's industrial matter, where somebody was involved in an accident at his place of work. So that case is handled in a different court, not from this same court, because it must be handled with even labor officers. They must also come in. You must get a letter from labor office. You must get a letter from where the company you are working in. Workman's compensation, and mostly when you sustain some injuries at your place of work, there is workman's compensation, where the company compensates you based on the injuries you sustained. And when you are unsatisfied with the compensation that they have given to you, you can now file a case to an advocate. We come in because we consider the injuries that you sustained are not they cannot commensurate with the amount of money that you have been paid. So we can file the matters in court. It proceeds to a full hearing. Then you are paid based on the injuries you sustained, my friend. Those are industrial matters. Yes.
Industrial matters.
Yes.
There's one employer, one employee, who was on his way to serve the company. And then along the way was involved in a road accident. Whereby he was amputated, but the company was not in a position to pay to his satisfaction. Such that now an employee has no powers to sue the company, but the company has all the resources to protect itself from any damage that may be caused. Such a fella, how does the state help out?
You see, my brother, the law does not know somebody who has money and who does not have the money.
These things are happening,
the law does not have the hustler fund. The matter will proceed to a full hearing. And the court will hear and determine how much money you are supposed to be paid. Because if you are dissatisfied with the amount of money that you are paid, then the courts are here. You can bring the matters to an advocate of your choice. He files the matter in court. It proceeds to full hearing. Then the court will hear the matter. Then make a judgment on the same.
Na kuna mahali ambapo tutaongea kwa Kiswahili kwa sababu it's true and it's real. Ya kwamba company iko na uwezo wa kununua advocates ama lawyers, You as an employee, you have no powers. Hauna pesa. Unaona? And now you are taking this, ni kama kushindana na ndovu. Ni kama kushindana na ndovu. Then advocates and lawyers need money. Company imekuja ikasema kwamba here I have money. Kwa huyo unaenda kutafuta nini? Such a fella, usaidizi wake utatoka wapi?
All these years I have pursued the law. I've not, in my own opinion, come across where a company comes to me, asks for a favor against their client to be given money so that we can downwash the case. One thing I know about the clients, sometimes they feel dissatisfied with the amount of money that are paid by the company. Which is true. Sometimes the company does not pay them as they are required. So what they do in most cases, when you are dissatisfied, then don't sign for any check. Because the moment you sign a check from the company, and you want to file the same case in court through it becomes a challenge.
Because you have accepted already.
You have accepted already. This is the matter that would be thrown out. Because it will be dismissed. Because you have already been paid. If you feel that you are dissatisfied with the amount of money that the company wants to compensate you based on the injuries you sustained, don't ever, and I advise all employees who can sustain injuries at their various places of work, don't ever sign money check for the compensation if you feel you are dissatisfied with the amount of money the company is giving you. But instead, file this matter through an advocate, and we don't charge anything. There's no advocate who gets money to file a case and industrial matters, even RTA. They don't get money. They are not supposed to be given money. But if you have money, you can do. But they do it for free. after the compensation, after
Yes,
the
sir.
completion of the case, the
Yes,
case
sir.
has been heard and determined.
Yes.
Insurance has paid, and it pays the client through an advocate. Is when you take your this amount of money,
Yes.
which is regulated. It's only 30%.
30%
It's
of the
regulated
total,
all
okay.
over the country, all over the world.
Okay.
So there's no way an advocate will think this is the amount of money you have to be paid. No, it is regulated by Law Society of Kenya.
Okay.
So actually, we don't charge because we know this an employee has sustained injuries and doesn't have money. So when he comes with the documents that are required to file this matter in court, we don't ask for money. We only ask for documents to prove that he has been working with that company. And once he comes with the documents, to our satisfaction, that you have been working with that company, then we file the matter in court.
Yes.
We serve the company to come in the court. So you'll be paid according to the court,
Yes.
what the judgment has been turned by the court.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Simiyu,
Thank
for
you,
your
sir. Thank you so
noble sacrifice.
Thank you so much.
This has been your interactive show, Uliza, Wakili. Wakili.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wakili, na tutakuhitaji kila mara.
I'm always available.
Yes.
And you are welcome all the time.
Asante sana. It has been such a
Beautiful
beautiful moment,
yes.
Sharing here with Mr. Simiyu, matters of the law, matters of traffic.
Yes.
And how I wish you, dear viewers, ladies and gentlemen, again to subscribe to our channel. And in case you have a question or any opinion concerning our show today, please feel free to share with us through our email, jengakenyashow@gmail.com. For now, we say goodbye.